Greetings, I am Archangel Metatron. What a joy to be in your presence today to bring forth to you the angelic vibrations, embracing and surrounding you completely. Enjoy the peace and love. We are present, ever present in this ascension journey you are embarking upon. We wish for you to notice, to become more aware and observant of the ascension journey you are embarking upon. It is vital now that you begin to observe your spiritual ascension taking place for you, Mother Earth, humanity, and all beings. When you begin to observe the ascension process taking place for yourself and for all, you recognize patterns, sacred patterns. These sacred patterns act as keys that unlock a greater depth, knowingness and understanding to your spiritual evolution. As you are aware, there are multiple dimensions even upon the earth. There are multiple dimensions to your being. Everything that is the creator holds numerous levels. Therefore, when we think that we understand something, it is important to acknowledge we can always dive deeper. There is always more to explore and understand, and often a greater knowledge or wisdom to accept, even when one feels abundant in knowledge and wisdom. If you can imagine your spiritual evolution and sacred journey upon the earth as sacred patterns, each pattern is like a key that opens the creator energy and your energy so you can gain a deeper, more thorough knowingness, understanding, and embodiment. When you recognize this, you notice there are so many sacred patterns and that many sacred patterns are remarkably similar. Therefore, in your spiritual evolution and journey upon the earth there is often just 2 or 3 sacred patterns, which are like arrows guiding you to achieve a certain mastery or a specific ascension that you have co-created with your soul and the creator. Your sacred patterns can manifest in numerous ways. They are not always seemingly positive and can sometimes appear or manifest as negative, challenging, or chaotic. Other times they will manifest as goals, desires that you wish to achieve or dreams. You may recognize these sacred patterns as an inner knowingness, your intuition blossoming or developing. If we understand that sacred patterns support us, allowing us to recognize our sacred journey whether on the earth or the inner planes, each pattern becomes a key to awakening greater wisdom. There is a need to recognize these patterns to gain an understanding so you may recognize them within your reality. To begin this process, I, Archangel Metatron, wish to invite you to recognize patterns in your own reality first. Allow me to give some examples. It could be patterns of thoughts. Maybe the same thoughts appear in your mind daily. If so, I wish for you to document these, to write them down. Once they are written down or you can see them visually, it is so much easier to acknowledge them. I wish for you to observe emotions that come at certain times in the day. You may feel immensely happy. At other times you may feel immensely sad or anxious. It could be that your feelings shift in the presence of other people causing you to feel sad or happy. Observe your feelings and recognize any patterns, especially those you experience daily. Remember to document seemingly positive and seemingly negative, recognizing any patterns that occur. I encourage you to observe your experiences. This includes your actions and your reactions, the actions you put into your world and the way you perceive experiences that enter your reality. Do you have similar experiences every day? Maybe you have a person in your reality that challenges you every day or allows you to feel cherished and loved. Maybe your job or your home life creates certain patterns. It can be any form of pattern. Even going for a walk each day is a pattern. Even eating in the way that you eat is a pattern. How people treat you is a pattern. How you treat others is also a pattern. Begin to observe every aspect of your reality, noticing the seemingly positive and the seemingly negative or neutral patterns. Write them down, especially patterns that occur daily. These are the ones that we wish to really acknowledge. If every part of your being and every part of your reality, even the seemingly mundane aspects, are your spiritual ascension, it is important that we acknowledge the repetitive patterns. Once you have acknowledged the repetitive patterns, then you can begin to contemplate them. You can achieve this by understanding the energy that it creates within you. For example, if you go for a walk each day, examine the energy the walk creates. Perhaps it puts you into a space of deep bliss and peace, or maybe it is something you do not want to do, therefore anger and frustration rise. Observe the energy it creates and ask yourself whether it is the energy you wish to embody. If so, continue with that pattern, and acknowledge it as a sacred pattern. If the energy is not something you want to embody, it is time to contemplate the lesson, the understanding that is required. What do you need to acknowledge? What do you need to go deeper into, to transform and recognize the true pattern? There is wisdom in the pattern that you are not yet acknowledging. Once you acknowledge the wisdom, then you will be moving forth in your spiritual evolution, gaining mastery. Using the example of going for a walk each day, if it is something you dislike, then there is a need to go deeper into it. Why do you dislike it? What energy does it create? How could you change it to create a better energy? Perhaps you are walking at the wrong time of day, or maybe it is just something that is not appropriate for you now. It could be a symbol of not moving forward in your reality, or a need for care, self-love, a deeper anchoring, grounding, or connection with the earth. Remember, the wisdom and treasure you receive from each pattern is unique and personal to you. It is important for you to understand the meaning, the symbology, going deeper and deeper into the positive experiences as well. For example, if you go for a walk and it creates bliss, then let's create more bliss. How can you create more bliss? How can you be even more present in that moment? Examining the sacred patterns in your ascension pathway allows you to evolve at a quicker, speedier rate. It clears unneeded energies and focuses your attention. It allows new energies to enter your reality and being. It allows you to be more sensitive, more intuitive, more supported in your reality. We can recognize this also with patterns of meditation, such as falling asleep during meditation, feeling anxious during meditation, or maybe experiencing deeper, wonderful meditations. How can we go deeper into this? How can we access more wisdom, more creator connection, and understanding? Once you have gained an insight into this practice, you can then investigate the world around you. What patterns do you see? What does it mean? What does it symbolize? What needs to evolve? What needs to go deeper? What needs to be understood? You begin to learn the lessons that humanity is learning on their behalf. You can instigate powerful ascension processes and activations, achieving it in the same way. An example, maybe you watch the news, maybe you see similar patterns occurring. What does this tell you? Let your intuition, your heart, your mind be open to receive, and you will receive all that is appropriate and needed. My love is with you always. I thank you. I am Archangel Metatron.